welcome to my channel. It is story time. I'm Deborah Tidings, and the pleasure is all mine. Tonight I'm doing the Cherry Challenge by, it's just Bambi Doe. And I was called out by sgluetenfreelab. But I'm doing my Cherry Challenge story time style. Now, I don't know how many cherries these are. It is a lot of cherries. I got the bag and I couldn't tell whether it was 2 pounds or what, but this is a lot of cherries. So I'm going to attempt to eat as many as I can while I tell stories. So here we go. You know, my mom had the nerve to tell me one day, we were just talking, and she said all of her children were coming out looking like my dad, my older sibling. Came out looking like my dad. So she prayed. She said she prayed to God to give her a child look like her. So I was sitting there listening to her tell this story, and I waited good until she finished because I was thinking about something while she was talking. So when she finished, I looked at her and I said, I'm telling you right now, if I came out and wasn't half decent looking, and you had told me that story, I would have been 38 hot with you. I'm like, how you gonna pray for somebody to look like you if you're jacked up? I told her, I said, it's a good thing that I came out halfway decent looking, because I wouldn't have been happy had she told me that story. I wouldn't have been happy with her. I wouldn't have been pleased with her at all. I thought I probably wouldn't have spoke to her the rest of my life. She thought that was the funniest thing. I was only laughing with her because, like I said, I felt like I came out looking all right. And just think, they say children say the darndest thing. Bit my lip. Ooh. Sometimes I think parents say the darndest thing. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to Misha Lee for helping me pay for these $99 cherries. She'll know what I mean. It's an inside joke. But thank you, Misha Lee, for helping me pay for these $99 cherries. Anyway, like I said, parents, I think, sometimes say the darndest thing. It's like those sayings that they say. And my mom be saying these sayings, and my daddy used to say them too. And you be like, huh? And like that one they say, when they referencing somebody that didn't work. Some of them say, so-and-so didn't hit a lick out of snake. Then some of them will say, so and so didn't hit a lick out of stick. Then my dad had this one. He used to say, I think like one time somebody was trying to borrow some money from him. And he bust out with, I wouldn't give a crippled crab a crunch. Where he come from with that? And all I can do is envision the crab crippled and need a crutch. And he said he wouldn't give a crippled crab a crutch. Or the one when you're being hard-headed. And they say, you ain't gonna believe you ain't gonna believe Lord greasy until you slip and break your tail. Or the one they say, don't cut your nose to spite your face. What does that mean? I kind of got an idea what they're talking about, but when you're little kids, who know what that means? I mean, don't cut your nose to spite your face. My first thoughts was, when I heard that, was like, why would I even want to cut my nose? You know? Oh, or that one my mama got. When she's making reference to, like, you're doing something. I guess it's like if you I guess I would analogy I would use, like, say for instance, if you teasing a guy, I guess, and you keep playing with him. So she had this saying, if you play with a puppy, sooner or later they'll lick your face. And you're like, huh? These kind of sayings. Or the one, oh, I see you from Missouri, the show me state. It's like, where do they come up with all these sayings? And then the other one that used to get me is, I'm Bahamian descent. I'm Bahamian descendant. And sometimes you already can't understand what my people them saying. And so I think about my granddad and my daddy sometimes, and so when they get mad, it's even worse. But how you gonna get mad if I don't understand what you're saying? So we used to be at my granddad's house a lot. And so when you do something, you get in trouble. He would call one of the older kids to help deal with you. So we might have been outside playing or something. And you get in trouble. So he said, come get him. Come get him. So nobody moving, right? So nobody know what he's saying. Come get him. You're the team. You're the team. Come get the team. So somebody had to help her. What he was saying was come here. Come yena. He would tell you come here. But he get mad because you don't understand what he's saying. So he think you just ignoring him when he telling you to come here. So now he extra hot. And him and my dad was like that. And then they get mad. So now you really can't understand. So then once you go over there to him, he whack you a couple of times with his palm of his hand. My granddad. Then he turned to the other person that he called, the older person, and he say, go train nigga bad man. So now they standing there looking at him like, huh? He said, go train nigga bad man. I mean mad, veins popping in his head. But then when I realized what he was saying, I'm like, so let me get this straight. Because he my granddaddy gives him the right to call me the N-word. So I said to myself, I liked it better when I understand what the heck he was saying. But it was so funny. You know? But my favorite saying is the one my aunt used to say. Whenever somebody's doing something and they're doing it wrong, and no matter what you say, they're going to do it their way, she said, the people that them setting the way, so you have to just leave them go. So that's my favorite. When the people that them setting the way, you have to leave them go. But it's funny how different oh, I ain't doing too bad, but I don't know if I'm gonna make all of that. It's funny how different cultures and stuff say things the same thing in a different way. And I like how they do. Sometimes you'll see they'll do those little translations or video with the Jamaican translation of a word and things like that, or the Bahamian translation. I love it because it's so true. I'm eating these grapes. I mean these cherries. But I got a feeling these cherries gonna deal with me. I'm really kind of tired of eating them. But I got a feeling I'm gonna have the bubble guts after eating all these cherries. Look. I'm getting them. They were a lot of cherries. I was on bad. And I couldn't see them. Let me tell y'all about my mom. My mom got a birthday coming up this month, right? And my nieces and stuff, my older nieces, they're adults. they got this thing now where for the children's birthdays, they'll text you and say it's so-and-so's birthday. They'll be 15, however age, whatever age the child is. So could you send them $15? So that's what we've been doing because we still give money to the children. So my mama, by God's grace, will be 84 years old on the 14th of this month. So I was talking to my mom one day, and she was just talking. And she was like, you know, I'm a young woman. Because every time I call my mom, she got this thing. I say, hey, how you doing? And I still say, fine, and you, or something like that. She go, oh, I'm finer than you. So she say, you know, I'll be 48 years old this September the 14th. So I said, you'll be 48 years old? She said, yeah. I said, oh, wow, good. I said, so I can call my sisters and brother and everybody and let them know that they only have to give you $48 this year for your birthday instead of 84 because you're only 48. She thought that was the funniest thing, and she quickly said, oh no, I'll be 84. So don't tell them that. I'll be 84. Then after I collect all my money from everybody, then I'll be 48. I said, no. No. You're 48. Remember, I said, and if you was with one of your friends, because she had a friend one time that she was off with, and somebody was talking to them. And I think this man was trying to hit on him. And so he asked how she was. And I think she said, how old do you think I am? And the guy said something like 60 something. And before my mom could say anything, her friend goes, no, she not. She's 83. My mom was 38 hot with the lady. So when she told me she was 48, and I said I was going to tell everybody she was 48, so they would have to pay $48, she was like, oh no. I said, but when your friend told your age, you got mad. She thought that was the funniest thing. Oh, another one she had me cracking up with. When she be talking about the younger guy be hitting on her. And then she talking about, she said, well, age ain't nothing but a number anyway. Say age is a matter of age is a matter of the minds. If he don't mind, it don't matter. She had me cracking up. Well, you all, I tried the challenge. I think I was successful at the challenge. I don't know how many cherries you had to eat, but you all saw how many was in this container. I probably bought a pack bigger than I needed to because I didn't remember what the stipulations was as to how many cherries. I know it wasn't a time thing, but I know you had to eat the cherries while you tell stories. So that concludes my story time style cherry challenge. And for those of you celebrating your birthday in this Virgo season, this one's for you. Marilyn Monroe style. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Virgos. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday to all the Virgos in this Virgo season. Always remember, until we meet again, may His peace be with you. And always remember, I have a will to live. I will see you at the next story time. Story time is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. If for some reason I can't make it, I typically throw up a brief message letting you know that story time has been canceled and when it will resume again. I'll see you all at the next story time. Good night.